U.S. Embassy, Dhaka, Bangladesh, post 1.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, good to see you. How are you?
Good, how are you? How can I help you?
I have probably been more fortunate than I deserve. I actually need a little bit help.
Yes, how can I help you?
Since you speak English, looks like that, can I ask you a personal question, young man?
Yes, go ahead.
Are you an U.S. citizen?
Yes. Well, how can I help you, sir?
What is your social security number?
What's your question, sir?
My question is, what is your social security number?
Why do you need to know that?
Because I want to be your friend.
Oh, you want to be my friend?
Yeah? Because you're speaking my language, English.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So what's your name?
My name is John F. Christopher, like John F. Kennedy, American President John F. Kennedy, 35th U.S. President.
Okay. So where
you know, I am John F. Christopher. I am alive, but John F. Kennedy is dead. They killed him in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, yeah? Have you been to Dallas, Texas?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Well, I graduated in 1995 from University of Houston, Texas.
Which one, Rice?
Not Rice. Actually, it's University of Houston main campus. It's close to MLK Street, Martin Luther King.
Sam Houston?
Yeah, Houston. You know, U.S. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee raised me and funded for my education.
Oh, yeah? What's the U.S. Congress woman's name?
Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. I'm also known as, my nickname is son of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee because she funded for my education, and she's a Democrat, and she also funded for George Bush, Bill Clinton, Obama, and Trump's presidency from United States Congress.
Uh-huh. Well, how long ago was this?
Well, I graduated in 1995, actually, basically.
1995.
Long time ago. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm trying to grow up.
How old are you? 39 or what?
Yeah, that's exactly it is, 40.
You're 40 years old?
Yeah.
So were you born in Bangladesh or in the U.S.?
Well, actually I was born in Harris County, Houston, Texas. Don't you understand from my accent?
Yeah, I understand.
But you know, in this world of communication, global communication, you can always change your voice through computers and laptops and robots and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But anyway, the reason why I ask your social security number is because when we die and go to heaven and Jesus Christ takes our sin, no use of our social security number. Franklin Roosevelt created the Social Security Administration. Since then, all the Americans in their minds think that this number is very important, which is not, I think.
Why?
Because it can only give you a little bit of money when you get older, but when you are younger, this number doesn't come to any use. What am I gonna do with money when I'm getting older? I'm not getting any younger. And the world is trying to live forever. It's in the YouTube. All kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
What's your name?
John.
Oh, like John Adams, second president. John Hancock, who was the man behind the U.S. Constitution, and John Travolta, John, good actor, and John.
On Grease, did you watch the movie when it came out or what?
Yeah, no, actually, he's one of my favorite actors, John Travolta. But anyway, he's one of the other movie was Broken Arrow. When the guy stole the nukes from the stealth plane, and
So you like to read a lot, because it looks like you know a lot about the U.S. History.
Well, I grew up in Houston. Do you think people in Houston are stupid? I went to University of Houston. I had a 4.0 GPA, and my social security number is 641464923. Actually, I'm the only living American with the name John F. Christopher, like John F. Kennedy. So basically, I know more about American President John F. Kennedy because he's dead and I'm alive.
Oh, but what books do you read that you know so much?
Well, my favorite book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and Unlimited Power by Anthony Robbins. And Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Actually, Franklin D. Roosevelt became 16-year president, broke the U.S. Constitution, and became 4-time U.S. president by reading the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he memorized 50,000 people's names, so when the election came, he can sign up and send to 50,000 cards in 1 hour. That was the secret of his success.
You think so?
Yeah, because if you can memorize all the people's name, you'd be Napoleon Bonaparte, president of the whole world. You know, people are more interested in their names than all the other names combined.
Yeah, I read the book, so I'm familiar.
But anyway, you also know a lot about U.S. history because, you know, you're well educated and come from a good family.
Oh, yeah?
You're well bred, I can tell by your accent. Personally, I think you're an awesome guy.
Thank you. I take that very kindly. So where are you right now?
I'm at home.
Where's home?
This planet Earth. I'm not from planet Uranus.
No, I agree.
The Americans are spending billions of dollars in NASA to send people on the moon and beyond. And John F. Kennedy said we will reach the stars and all this stuff. But look around, all the poor people in United States and everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. There's like, 4 billion people living in poverty?
More
2 billion living under, $2 a day or something like that?
Yeah, but you know the big people stealing a lot of money? That's dangerous. A lot of people stealing money. And a lot of people trying to go to the United States illegally.
Yeah. So are you in the United States right now, or are you in Bangladesh?
I'm right here where you are, breathing. We're breathing the same air while we speak.
So in Bangladesh?
Yeah.
What part?
Well, you know the capital is called Dhaka City.
Yeah.
And it's a population of, you know...
Like 17 million? Oh, 14 million or 17 million.
Okay, you know, I have to compliment you. I love you because I think you're a U.S. citizen like John Travolta, since you like him.
I wish I was in a movie like him, though.
But you know, there are a lot of Johns in the world. John the Baptist, who baptized Lord Jesus in Mount... You know?
Yeah.
You know, Jesus Christ was baptized by John the Baptist. So basically, if you read the Bible, John 3:16 says God loved the world that He gave His only Son, Jesus Christ. Whosoever believe in Him will never perish but have eternal life. Have you ever seen the movie Indiana Jones? Harrison Ford?
I don't agree. I don't really like the movies, but I've seen a few clips of the movies. And I get the gist of the movies. But
you know, everybody wants to live forever, and the only way is through Jesus Christ. But there is no man except Moses has seen God. You know, there is a new movie, Passion of Christ, by Mel Gibson. You saw it?
That came out about 12 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah, Mel Gibson is very, good actor, like Little Weapon, all kind of stuff, all the actors. But, I think personally, all kind of movies are great.
Yeah.
One of his another movie is, which one was it? Ransom. Have you seen it?
Ransom?
Yeah. Braveheart. Braveheart. That's the most Americans like, Braveheart.
Oh, okay. I've heard of Braveheart, but I haven't watched it.
You know, America's nickname is Freedom. That's America's new nickname.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's Freedom. Because if you're a real American, you would love freedom. You wouldn't be anybody's slave.
So do you love freedom or what?
Of course. Abraham Lincoln freed all the slaves. Why? Because Abraham Lincoln said, if you can give freedom to the slaves, you cannot be free as a white man. So in order to be a really white man, you have to give freedom to the slaves, the black people.
Yeah. Have you read the letters that he wrote to his cousin?
Which one?
The one where he says that if he could keep the United States as a union without freeing the slaves, he would.
And if you couldn't, still you would. If you do it, you would free the slaves. Yeah, he said that something during the Civil War in 1812. And I know that Grace Fidel, the 8-year-old girl, said that if you keep beers, people will vote for you.
Yeah.
But you know why he should have listened to his wife not to go out, because his wife had a dream that he would be killed and he didn't listen. So when he went to see the American cousin, and John Wilkes Booth actually shot him, because John Wilkes Booth always thought that he was actually an evil man.
Wow, you know a lot.
Yeah, because I have Asian American history.
And you graduated in Sam Houston, or
not Sam Houston, Harris County, Houston, Texas.
Okay, well, but what's the name of the university?
University of Houston.
Okay, University of Houston. Also a main campus, huh?
Yeah, you know Dr. Lee, he's vice president of university. He's husband of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson. He was my vice president. I used to work in his office, so that they adopted me because they were feeling lonely and they thought that I was good for them. So my name is also John, so they took me as their son.
So when did they adopt you?
Well, in 1997, actually.
They adopted you in 1997?
Yeah, I'm not. You got YouTube? I can show my things in YouTube.
What's your name on YouTube?
Okay, go to YouTube and type son of American Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee.
Son of American Congresswoman what?
Sheila Jackson Lee.
Sheila, as in S-H-E-I-L-A?
No, S-H-E-I-L-A. Sheila.
Sheila.
Yeah. It's an African American name.
So is it the first link?
Yes.
The 13-minute one?
My mom's first name is Sheila, S-H-E-I-L-A, Sheila. And middle name is Jackson, like Michael Jackson, and last name is Lee, like Lee Harvey Oswald, who shot John F. Kennedy.
Uh-huh.
You can hear my conversation with my dad.
So which one are you?
My name is John F. Christopher, like John F. Kennedy, like I said.
I know, but which,
You know, Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492, right? If he didn't discover America, we wouldn't have Bill Clinton, we wouldn't have George Washington in the first place.
I think you should read a different book. I mean, yeah, he discovered it, but there was already people living here, so you can't discover something that there's already people living here.
But you know, if you didn't take those 7 ships from the Queen of Isabella, there wouldn't be a big continent, United States. He was looking for spice in India, but actually he found the Indians and he named them Indians. But actually, American Vespucci came and said that no, he proved wrong. It's not India, it's another continent. Said named it after him, America, for American Vespucci. If they would have given all the credits to Columbus, then we would have American named Christopher. So
yeah.
The history is a little bit different because of what happened.
Yeah, I agree.
So everywhere in the world, people are making history. You and I, we are two souls. We are also making history while we speak.
Yeah, because like the chances of us actually communicating right now is very small, huh?
Yeah, but in today's world, money makes more influence than any other thing contribution. Even if you go to church or anything, it's always the money taking first place.
Yeah. So where in Dhaka are you staying? Like in Gulshan 1, Gulshan 2, Baridara?
Actually, I live in Elephant Road.
Elephant Road?
Yeah.
Elephant Road as like the animal?
Yeah, it's the biggest animal, Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest mammal on, not on Earth, but on land?
Yeah.
Elephant Road?
Yeah.
And when did you come back here? Because like, it seems like you know a lot about U.S. history, and then you graduated out of Houston University.
I actually have 2 friends in the FBI, Christopher Higginbotham and Larry Green. And I had a friend who works in your embassy. His name was Wendy Hemmings. I think he left.
Wendy Hemmings?
Yeah, he used to work in the human resource section.
Uh-huh.
He used to call me JC, actually. My nickname is JC, Jesus Christ.
JC?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Because, my mom, Sheila Jackson, he had a son, Jason Cornelius, so they nicknamed after him JC, short of Jason Cornelius or Jesus Christ.
So that's why your name is John Christopher? John F. Christopher?
Yeah. F comes from John F. Kennedy because I love him.
Yeah. So you're saying Elephant Road?
Yeah.
What apartment complex or what house?
Well, it's a multi-plan center shopping center.
So it's a market center.
Yeah. Anyway, to
So
make
you live
the
in the market
conversation, listen, there are all my relatives live in Houston, okay? I can give you their names, Hafiz, Jami, Babu, all kind of names. But anyway, making people's relationship is more important than any other thing in this world.
Yeah,
if you're
I
a
agree.
smart guy, you have access to internet, you can check out who is who and who is what. Because a lot of people wants to go to United States to, do the wrong stuff, and I just don't like it.
Now, what kind of wrong stuff?
Hurting other people, lying, cheating, all kind of stuff.
Yeah. So do you plan on going back to the United States? Or do you plan on getting another degree or what?
Look, I'm getting old. I want to be the president. You know what my name sounds? John F. Christopher, like John F. Kennedy. I want to be the same level as the president.
What are you doing to get to that level then?
Well, I need people's votes, 16,000 signatures from Texas. You get to work for people.
So you trying to vote
take
for
some
the
pictures.
governor of Texas first? To take out...
that was Rick Perry. That
Huh?
was Rick Perry, governor of Texas.
Yeah, that was a while back though. Now it's Greg Abbott, isn't it? Greg Abbott?
Yeah, maybe. But when I was in Texas, there was Rick Perry and George Bush was president, and there were people are always coming and going. But one thing good about Congress is if you become influential, no one can get rid of you until you die. So my mom, Sheila Jackson Lee, she's still a congresswoman. She's 67 years old, and she have a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I'm not after money because I have a lot of money. What I want to do is help people out. That's all.
And how are you trying to help them out?
I don't know, just by talking people, motivating, showing the right direction. If you want to be a leader, you have to take responsibility. That's the first step.
Yeah.
Second step, think right, do right things. Stuff. I got a lot of education. I got education when I was a kid, so I really don't need education. What I need is good friends.
Good friends? You don't have many friends here or what?
Well, I have friends there, Bangladeshi, but I need friends like who are, Bangladeshi American or speaks English. My language is English, so, even I am bilingual. I can speak two or other terms, but basically English is the best way to express yourself.
Why is English the best way to express yourself?
Because Dale Carnegie said it's very easy to make $1 million, but it's very hard to say the right phrase in English.
What do you mean?
Like the word "I love you." It's an expensive thing.
Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah.
Excuse me?
To a certain extent, yes, I agree.
Yeah, like, when people grow up, they got responsibility, they can't really do what they want. You are here because you're doing somebody's job, so you're really not free.
Okay, I can see what you mean.
Yeah, because always there is the big boss.
Yeah.
But anyway, tell you the truth, Bangladesh is a very not peaceful country. A lot of stuff's going wrong all the time. And you see it on YouTube all the time. You just go type Bangladesh news today, you see it. So the world is full of sometimes crap and sometimes other things. But anyway, having a good conversation with you. You got a pen? I can give you my email.
Yeah, just let me write down your email. Let me grab a pen.
Okay. Son.
Okay, what's the...
It's son of U.S. Congresswoman Lee. There is a dot after each word. @gmail.com.
Hold on. Oh, hey, so tell me what happened. Like, how did you come back to Bangladesh if you were in the United States and you were adopted?
Well, it's complicated.
Tell the story.
My story? I would need Britney Spears to tell my story.
We'll go hire Britney Spears or actually just reenact Britney Spears and tell the story.
Yeah, she's a good singer. I like her voice.
Yeah. So what about the story? Tell me the story.
Well, there is nothing much to say. The only thing to say is John F. Christopher is still alive, and I'm doing a lot of good stuff, and I'm happy for myself. So whatever the past, just put it behind. Like You know, Kennedy said, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And I'm just doing for my country, United States, that's all.
Yeah. Mm.
You know, by heart I'm American, that's all.
Huh?
By heart I'm American, like you.
Okay.
So here's my email.
I thought you said you were planet Earth.
Listen, those were just, you know, stuff when I saw a lot of fantasy movie, but, you know, when you grow up and when you see the real thing is too tough, you just back off.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, the planet stuff. Like NASA does a lot of things which it doesn't really need in Bangladesh because it's a poor country. And people's mind you can't change because these people are poor. They don't need NASA. They need money. They don't need rocket science. What they need is food for their families. And they send their children and kids immigrate to United States. They work there and they send money here. So they're hoping that someday their kids gonna get education, go to United States and bring a lot of money to Bangladesh. That's 95% of the people's mind works in Bangladesh.
Have you read The Beautiful Forevers?
Yeah.
What is it about?
Well, you know, Rip Van Winkle and there are millions of books, but you know, not all of them are in my mind, but what I know is the Humpty Dumpty, and that is that Wizard of Oz, you know, the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah.
But anyway, your education is different from my education because I really didn't want it to be a political person. I wanted to be electrical engineer because my major was electrical engineer. But since
you wanted to be an electrical engineer?
Yeah, my major is EE, electrical engineer at University of Houston, E. Cullen Building of Engineering. It's in Scott Street and it's very close to Rice University. I actually one time went to Rice University for walking in the morning and I saw other professors running there because John F. Kennedy made a lot of speech about exploration and outer space and moon on Rice University. That's where he first gave speech for landing a man on the moon.
Yeah.
And you know what I love about Kennedy? Kennedy said, we choose to go to the moon not because it's easy, but because it is hard, because that goal will help to organize a nation the best of our energies and skills, because that challenge is one we are willing to accept, one we are willing to postpone, and one we intend to win. So I love Kennedy.
So
you saw this movie? You saw this movie, Kevin Costner's JFK? NASA doesn't fit in Bangladesh, man. These people are more backward than slaves. Slaves had more brains than Bangladeshi people.
So what's the problem with NASA? Because NASA is a public company.
There is no problem, but don't spread NASA in this country. It's anti-NASA country. They would stop you. They would bring money, waste money, and do nothing to make engineers. Okay, have you seen Bangladesh producing engineers? No, just businessmen. Businessmen are not engineers. It's two different things. Black is not white, white is not black. Okay, so when you're taking funds from NASA to develop Bangladesh and you're telling people we're going to send people on the moon, and when you ask them who's Neil Armstrong and they can't say it, it means nothing, man. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just waste of billions of dollars, and somebody's playing this game, and I don't know, it's not me. Because when Bangladesh is proud that he's going to do something like NASA, and when you ask, hey, do you know who's Neil Armstrong? You say, no, never heard of him. Then how are you going to go to NASA? You don't know who's the first man on the moon. Your whole education is crackpot, and even a kid in the United States knows it.
Hey, so what do you do on a daily basis then?
Nothing much, just want to be your friend, that's all.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you do some stuff on a daily basis since you know so much.
I'm a blogger. I got a nickname. Listen, I got a nickname. My nickname is BHO, Barack Hussein Obama. You know how it got my name? My first name was Shubo, S-H-U-B-H-O, which means good. Okay? It's an Arabic name. Shubo, it means good. The spelling of Shubo is S-H-U-B-H-O. I cut the first three letters, XXXBHO. BHO means Barack Hussein Obama. My email is BHO, BarackHusseinObama.usa@gmail.com. That's my first name. Okay, my name, Shubo, is registered in the U.S. Social Security number. My middle name is BHO. Okay, and the name John F. Christopher, that's given by Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee because they wanted to me like JFK because they were Democrats and close to Hillary Clinton, and they wanted to see me because I memorized John F. Kennedy's speech. They wanted to see me like JFK, so they put my name John F. Christopher. But my real name is XXXBHO, which is Barack Hussein Obama, which I am proud of because Obama is more smart than Kennedy because Kennedy lived in the White House for 100 years and dead, and Obama lived for 8 years and he's still alive. So if you look at reality, Obama is more smarter even he's a black guy. And you know, Africa has always been a rich continent and a lot of gold in Africa. If the African people realize how much gold they have in their soil, they can buy the whole world. Because 75% of the world's gold is in Africa, and it's still not touched.
I mean, Africa and Latin America is rich in resources, and material.
America is rich in technology and diversity, bringing people from all over the world and making them, you know, whatever is impossible, make it possible in the United States. But in Africa, you had a lot of large continent. Africa is twice or 3 times larger than the United States, but people are not educated and communication and a lot of lack of technology, but they don't know what to do. If the history we have never bring slaves, they would not have got the freedom to be a freeman and talk for their skin. So basically, the white people did a great thing for the black people by taking them to the United States, so they know their rights.
I wouldn't agree to that, but
well,
okay.
If you look at it that way, if we didn't have slavery, history would have been very different. Black people wouldn't say, I'm a free man, like a white man, because skin color only matters in the United States, but not in other countries. In Bangladesh or India or Pakistan, skin color means nothing. Okay, they doesn't judge you by your skin color. They judge you by your race or religion or how you look like. But, you know, American people judge people by skin color, like are you white or black, Hispanic or Asian. That doesn't belong here. That's why Obama said there is not a black America or white America. There is only one America, the United States of America. Because a lot of people are trying to divide the United States. Because the bigger you are, the harder you fall.
You think so?
Yep.
So where in Elephant Road do you live?
Well, it's in a multi-plant center.
So you live on the street or what is it?
Oh no, I got a very big community over here. My uncle, he's president of largest computer market in Bangladesh, multi-plant center, computer city center, which is all the people who are doing computer business is working under my uncle. So people are bringing computers from China and doing business over here. It's millions and millions of dollars of business.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And these people are extremely rich and well connected, and they have access to all the computer shops in Bangladesh.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And they are in big competition with the United States because they love the United States money, but they don't love the United States product because their mindset is different and they always want to beat the Americans. They want to use the American technology and beat them. So whatever the United States government is doing for Bangladesh is just working against it. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah, sort of.
You know, a kid who watches CIA website for kids, they would figure out what's going on. Whatever is going on in Bangladesh is totally anti-American. That's what I'm trying to say. They're wasting our money. And average American kids are starving.
That's why John F. Kennedy said that I'm not satisfied when we have over $8 billion of food. Some of them is rotting, even though there is a hungry world, even though 4 million Americans wait every month for a food package from the government, which averages 5 cents a day per individual. I saw cases in West Virginia where children took home part of their school lunch in order to feed their families, because I don't think we are meeting our obligations towards these Americans. And see, I'm American. I'm always fighting for Americans.
Mm-hmm.
You got my email? Son of U.S. Congresswoman Lee?
Yeah.
Okay. Send me an email. Let's be friends on email. And you want to come to our market? It's Multiplant Center, Computer City Center, and my uncle's name is Tawfiq Ehsan. He's from New York City. And I don't know his social security number. I'm pretty sure you have access how to find out with his name. It's been lovely talking to you.
Likewise. Have a good night.
Okay, send me an email at U.S. Congresswoman, son of U.S. Congresswoman Lee at gmail.com. John.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, have a nice day. Bye.
You too, bud.